There's a saying, no good deed goes unpunished, and that is exactly what one Mansfield teacher is dealing with right now. When the pandemic hit and many were reluctant to leave their homes, Louis Goffinet had posted on his Facebook page offering to go food shopping for family and friends.
And I had a family reach out and let me know that they were hoping I could shop for them, but they were sort of tight on money because they had both been laid off. They had both very significant health concerns.
So he decided to start a Facebook fundraiser, just hoping to cover this family's grocery bill.
That fundraiser quickly snowballed, and my $200 goal that I had raised or that I had set for the fundraiser, I reached overnight, and by the next morning I had 1,000, and by the end of that week I had 5,000.
And it didn't stop there. As word spread of how Louis was giving back to the Mansfield community, people continued to donate. In all of 2020, he ended up raising more than $40,000. The bulk of that money was spent buying groceries for local families, about 150 grocery trips in total. He also used the money to help families with other pressing needs.
We had some families who we paid electric or utility bills. For Thanksgiving, we coordinated about 30 families receiving Thanksgiving dinners cooked by other local families. We distributed Thanksgiving pies. We distributed gift cards to families in time for winter holidays so that they could buy gifts and presents.
Louis was feeling good about how he and a couple of friends were able to have an impact on their community during the pandemic. That was until tax season rolled around. Louis was hit with a big tax bill.
The payment processor for Facebook fundraisers issued me a 1099-K, essentially reporting my $41,000 raised through Facebook fundraisers as personal income. So in talking to some tax agents, two CPAs and a tax attorney, it does seem like I'm going to be on the hook for about $16,000 of income tax on this fundraiser.
In hindsight, Louis says he should have been set up as a nonprofit or LLC to avoid this tax penalty. But he added that was never his goal. His goal was to simply raise $200 to cover one family's grocery bill.
It's not something that I tried to benefit off of or even consider benefiting off of. I really felt like I was the middleman for the community that wanted to help, and I was able to find people in the community who needed help.
State Representative Greg Haddad, who serves Mansfield, now helping Louis work with the Department of Revenue Services here in Connecticut to see if there's a way he can avoid this tax liability, at least for the state portion.
I think that the rise of social media and the way that these fundraising efforts by a single individual can sort of go viral has led us to a point where we can, where it becomes possible to raise $40,000 with an individual effort. But I don't think our tax code has contemplated that quite yet.
And Louis is also working with a tax attorney to try and fight the much larger federal portion of the tax bill. In the meantime, the community now coming to support him after he helped them. So far, more than $2,000 has been raised for him to put toward this bill. Ashley Afonso, Fox 61 News.